Hello and welcome back to Campaign 9 Kindred Blood. This here is part 3, and we are going right into the 1500s. Let us see where we left off. So, I'm recording part 3 right after part 2, so this is all fresh in my mind. We had Overderets turn the tables on Creole Occitania after Creole Occitania inflicted a slight bit of casualties on Overderets. We also had Wanakama take over Peru. There was a small war between the Romans and the Brazilians. There's likely to be more war in the near future. There was developments over here in Anatolia. The Flanders realm went after the Danubian Sikh, and the Danubian Sikh was allied with Siniklin. Siniklin lost, while they were distracted, they lost one province to the Numerids, and the Danubian Sikh was partitioned by the Germian and the Flanders realm. Shera, alongside Bijapur, went and took the sword to Yayoi's submission down here. However, after that, Bijapur turned their back on Shera and has now allied the great satraps. Yayoi's submission is instead colonizing this very nice province in the Indian Ocean. Shannara had a huge surge in power last episode. They took over Yaranafe down here and Theanada up here, leaving Theanada in exile along the Mekong River. And right after, as I predicted in part 2, after Shannara was able to take over Borneo, they took over Malacca like it ain't no thing. So, Liyue also took over Dai Viet, so Liyue is pretty powerful. Yugoslavia got completely annexed by Inazuma just as the walls of Mutsu were about to fall. But Mutsu held out long enough, and Inazuma has been triumphant in the end. So, with all that being said, we left off with Team No Name struggling with Pretender Rebels, and Mondstadt invading Mishar Ilram and maybe even succeeding. It's a little tough for Mishar Ilram to find a way out of this. If they brought these troops over here, over to siege the capital of Mondstadt, then maybe there would be some hope. But I doubt they will. Mishar Ilram is suffering the siege of Salzburg right now, and even though there's a lot of defensiveness, it's not going to hold out forever. Let's get into it. Oh, Mondstadt is actually recruiting more. Yep, this siege is going to completely go through, no matter the attrition. And it does seem like Mishar Ilram just, unfortunately, is going to let this happen. Does Mondstadt want all of it? No, they only want one province. And if they only take Intal, that's one thing. It's a nice silver mine, but it's not the end of the world. If they take Intal and also Munich, then holy shit. Mishar Ilram is basically gutted. Like, I don't see how they come back from that. Oh, Alverne is actually Catholic? I thought I turned you... Well, no, they just converted. I remember I made them Cathar in the beginning, but... Okay. Yep, there's the capital at Salzburg down. It's unfortunate. Mondstadt just wins. Even if the siege were to go through at Mondstadt, it's just... Mishar doesn't have the numbers to compete with their enemy. And there it is. Indeed, Mishar has been gutted. And Mondstadt is triumphant. Mishar still has a chance. They can still get some allies, but it's going to be hard going. They're Coptic in a sea of Catholics and such. We'll see. I don't know. I want to say we'll see if they can get anyone, but I kind of doubt it. Can always hope. can always hope. Team No Name, did you succumb? You did! Team No Name is really Team Bourbon. Cyan, I'm curious as to your thoughts on this whenever you see this. Let's see. Current wars. Shera is going after Yayoi once more, but are you able to? Oh god, they have 2 military techs ahead. Yes, they are absolutely able to. Shera bouncing back like it ain't no thing. The new Matrids, oh, they're just relaxing. Germion, they're relaxing too. I think this is the first time we've seen a reasonably strong Anatolian power. Who knows? Maybe Germion will actually become a viable threat. Wait a minute, wait a minute. The Flanders conquest of Ochakov. So it was originally for this province, but I don't think Siniclean is going to be able to do much, if I'm honest. They don't have any allies. It would be one thing if like maybe they allied Muscovy, but I guess Muscovy is just a little too far away. I don't know why they went for it. Well, why would they go for Adana? There are other better provinces, but I don't know. The AI is strange sometimes. And Free Smart is going into the Isles. What do you see up there? Any other wars going on? Not really. Samnium is stagnating. It's unfortunate. And the Flanders realm, I think they might even fully annex, because they absolutely can. The Flanders realm can absolutely fully annex. It's coming close. They just need one more province and it's a full annex, but they want to at least eliminate any possible military threat. Takra almost has that land. Greek. It is an accepted culture inside the Flanders realm. Interesting. You know, as good of an effort as it was, Siniclean, just wasn't enough. I can't remember what this was called, but province has been taken over. The Flanders realm grows ever more. The Baltic, or not the Baltic, the Black Sea becomes ever more red. Shanara is going after Cirebon. And judging how we saw them take over Malacca, I think Shanara is going to make quick work of Cirebon. They're on the same tech level, but I don't know. Cirebon is just, they might be out of luck. They probably are out of luck. And Shera still just, they can't get over. They need a viable navy to take on Yayoi's navy and, you know, ferry troops over. Has that province been completed? It has. The new Matrids are going after Ishel. And I don't think Siniclean can really do anything about this. Sure, they're one military tech ahead, but... oh shit, they're allied with Muscovy. Speak of the devil. I did not think I would kind of speak that into existence, but I apparently did. But the Numerids, they can definitely take on Muscovite armies. Oh, and Germion is in this too. I think that you're a little bit out of your depth, Muscovy. I do think you are. And the Numerids have even hired Baghdadi troops to help out. So it's like the Numerids are taking no chances here. They're taking no chances whatsoever. Uppland is actually doing really well. I like how they're just filling out their... excuse me. They're just filling out their region and becoming basically slightly different color Sweden. That is also Norse, you know. The Livonian Order. Reverse the decline. I love seeing my national ideas. They can, the Livonian Order might actually be able to like do their own missions here. Expand. Improve. Granted the estate religious diplomats. They might do that at some point, honestly. Depending on what the AI decides, they might establish that, what's it called? That estate privilege. And they, realistically, Livonia can definitely get those 3 provinces and complete this mission. They need Estonian as an accepted culture and Latvian. They don't have that though. It's all just Prussian. I don't know. That's not gonna happen. That mission was clearly meant for vanilla Livonian order, when those cultures are still there. Alright. Well, it looks like the Livonian Order won't get everything they want, but they can get some things. What about you, Mozovia doesn't get unique missions? Why not? Paradox. And the Romans and the Brazilians are back at it in a boxing match in South America. The Brazilians, they're lacking. But there's plenty of attrition to go around in this jungle. The Roman colony in the north was burned to the ground, so it's gonna be tough going for the Romans. Is there still a Brazilian colony out here? There is not. Oh, that's where it was, and they just burned it. Well, shit. Wait, what? Raise the Ordenacias. 1 year worth of manpowers and sailors from all provinces. Really? Interesting stuff. But let's see. The Romans have the discipline, but the Brazilians have the morale. And nope, it's not enough for the Brazilians, unfortunately. But I don't know if the Romans are going to be able to really capitalize on their victory. We'll see how much that attrition really is. I'm curious how much. And how much is it? It's 5% attrition. Oh my goodness. The Romans are suffering. They're suffering hard. And then the Numerids are they're just playing around in the Caucasus and the steppe. Like, y'all need to actually do things. Siege down the mainland, siege down the capital, then you win. Ugh, I need to stretch. Oh, okay. Oh, Consejo de la Lucha is going a little bit north, are we? Interesting, interesting. Cuba, how are you doing over here? You're just relaxing. You are allied with Fontaine as well. so Fontaine is no longer lonely. Mishar has no allies. Bosnia is allied with Takra. That's a really good fucking alliance. Rebels in Nzab. And because Shera was unable to close out that war and get across the strait, Yayoi was able to get back some provinces. Just kind of being a thorn in the side of Shera. And Shera still does not have any allies. Bijapur is still allied with the satraps. Once the satraps border Shera, it might be trouble. We'll see. Bukhara still only allied with Multan. Mazandaran. They're not allied with anyone, but then again, they're Shiites, so they're going to have a tough time finding any allies. Oh, fine. No, they're not closing in. It's Muscovy and Siniklin that are still, holding out. If anything, only probably one province is going to be taken, or maybe just these two. That's it. But I don't. Hold on, would they accept? I'm just curious. Yeah, they would. They absolutely would. So, it's on the Numerids when they want to peace out. They are absolutely in the dominant position here. Mogadishu's snaking along the coast, but they're not neglecting the interior either. Oh, hold on here. So, the Romans have taken over the Brazilian capital despite the attrition. And alongside that, we have wars over here. Yan is going after Haichi for this province right here. Haichi is probably gonna lose this war, but I mean, they're still gonna go after Beijing. And then Kildare and Gaeldom. Who's winning this one? It is Kildare, handedly. How's the attrition isn't even that bad. I kind of think that, Gaeldom would be able to do some numbers, but I guess not. That 15% more Olive armies doesn't make up for 2 military techs of difference. And then, let's see. Haichi. Wow, that's some really good siege ability. So they're not going to succeed in getting Beijing, I think, but still, that's pretty good siege ability. Sieges only last 26, or siege ticks only last 26 days. If they siege the capital down in a reasonable time period, Yan is going to be suffering. Oh, no, okay. Only one province was taken. Haichi is still very much alive. Yayoi is going along the coast. I would think the Maldives might be good, but it's only a 1-1-1 province, so Hesse, tell me, what's that reform desire at? It's 17%. 17%. It's almost there. Morocco's being invaded once more. Aelcorks is going to annex all of this land. I'm just wondering when Aelcorks and Takra are going to go at it. Takra actually has a lot of allies. Bosnia, Aelcorks, Siniklin, and Samnium. Okay, the Numerids just straight up didn't take the land. I don't know why they didn't. They probably should have. Oh, AI, what are your machinations? They've completed an agenda. Well done, Hesse. No wars in the Americas? EJF, you better be ready. Because there are forces beyond your borders that are conspiring against you. Is that a crusade? No, it's not a crusade. KO, Morocco is at -100, and they are done. Done like dinner. Saxony is allied with Fonzel and Mazovia. Mazovian frontier, Piast legacy. Danzig. Does Danzig have? Yeah, they do have unique national ideas. What else is going on? Jaz, Shamasrov, what are you doing? You're relaxing. You're chilling. Things are a little bit peaceful right now. I guess we can do a little bit of Speed 5. We'll do Speed 5 for about a year. August 1506. And there we go. Alright. We can do a little bit more Speed 5. People are gathering up. Nations are expanding. It is nice to have this little bit of downtime. Folks can recover. Bro, what is with you guys in North Africa? Aelcorks is now going after Mzab, and Mzab just they don't have any sort of defense. Literally, these two are just bullies. And if I recall Kraven's lore, they're not supposed to be friends. They're supposed to be like mortal enemies. Oh, there it is. EJF is being throttled completely by America and Paradox. It's brutal, but I think we all kind of saw this coming because it's just Paradox and America. They're allied together. What's gonna happen? I don't know. So yeah, that just makes me worried. Like Consejo de la Lucha, what's gonna happen? They're not gonna be able to hold out. They really are not. Gotta stay hydrated, folks. Cuba has almost completed itself. I'm just curious how much of EJF is going to be taken. It's not about if they're going to lose the war, but when they're going to lose the war. How much of Mzab is taken? Nothing? Nothing. You're going to let them live? I'm shocked. Where's their colony at? Surely... No. Well, they are in debt, so they probably want to pay back those loans. While EJF was completely just taken back. America has no mercy. Those gold mines are going to be very, very lucrative. And then Shanada. Next one, please. Oh, Center of Trade upgrade cost. Well, that's going to be pretty nice. Theonata is just barely alive. Kalhandi, you're allied with Sumuru. Bijapur, Multan. Alright, we're just in a little bit of a lull. A little bit of a peaceful period. And when it's a little bit peaceful, I can stretch. We'll go to like April. And then we'll check around the map. I'm really liking how this campaign is shaping up so far. I don't know, obviously, if we're gonna get another superpower like Wessex was over here, and then just engulfed Europe. Like it really, Wessex won Europe last campaign. I hope we don't have anything like that again, but, you know, understandably, there's going to be some powers that really thrive and just completely take off. There's no doubt about that. Man, the Romans really did a number on Brazil. And I don't think Brazil can really do anything else. They're trying. I don't know why their colonists is taking so long. Hold on. Well, because that's definitely a glitch. But maybe they sent it out. I don't know. I have no idea why it's taking so long. I'll leave it to it, though. Leaving it to it. And at the end of this part, I'm going to check in on the government reforms of these guys, of the tribals of the world, and I will spin the wheel, see if they become a monarchy, republic, or theocracy. But there aren't that many tribals. Actually, let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just 8 tribals. So yeah, at the end of this part, if they are still tribal, I will spin the wheel and have them reform out of being a tribal nation. And here we go, the death song of Mishar Ilram, which, it's unfortunate, but Mondstadt just got the upper hand. They got the luck of the dice with development, I guess. And they prospered. As much as mountains are a struggle to siege down, it's not impossible. Sure, the attrition sucks, the defensiveness is hard to overcome, but it's not impossible. And Mondstadt is making that very clear. Shinada is looking to clear out any and all pretenders to the throne of Haganah. Although, to be fair, Shinada's dynasty is no longer Haganah? So, is Shinada even a legitimate heir anymore? There's still a Haganah on the throne of Theanada, but, you know, they're on the verge of death. Cirebon was also taken over, I should note. They stood absolutely no chance once Malacca was taken over. And Ayutthaya, like, I don't know. They're going to be relying heavily on Ava for help. And Mishar Ilram has been completely annexed. Mondstadt is triumphant. Alright, we have a little bit of a peaceful lull here. Peaceful time. I'll speed 5 it for a little bit. Because we already know that Shinada is just basically gonna siege down the capital, and, well, Theanada is an OPM. They're trying to escape, they're trying to do something, but they're just left with so little. They are a tributary. Oh god, they're not gonna be able to do anything. And what is this? The Flanders realm is going after Siniclin, and Takra is in this. The Flanders realm is poking the Queen Bee. Muscovy is in this as well. 779, 787, 998. Takra is an 887. They're a little behind, but quantity-wise, Takra is huge. If they can get those troops over, that'll be a huge benefit to Siniclin. However, on the other side of things, the Flanders realm has brought in the Papal State and Germian. And the Papal State is no pushover. The Papal State is already sieging down Kiev. The Flanders realm is doing their own part. Muscovy is trying, but I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna amount to much. Excuse me. Talking for 30 to 40 minutes straight in these intervals. Oh yeah, how much did Kildare take? They sliced up Gaeldom just fine. They sliced him up good. And then Germian. Yeah, I don't know if Takra can really get through. Up here, maybe? No, Takra cannot. Unless they get access through someone, Takra cannot get in to the peninsula or really east. Well, they can get eastward, but it's such a long path. Muscovy was sent back by Germian. I'm expecting it's Germian. And really, Scenic Clean looks like it is going to be KO'd. They're trying, scenically, the Ukrainians, the Ruthenians, whatever you want to call them. They're trying, but the Flanders realm and the Papal State are just dedicated, Germian included. I don't know, man. This is rough goings. Also, how the hell are you already on the 11th? How many monarchs have you gone through? Tell me. I'm curious. Okay, that for some reason they have a Louis the 11th, and the papacy is even sieging down Moscow. The papacy really wants to bring these heretics to heel. Oh my goodness. And I did not forget that we also have the Protestant Reformation. Ah, it's here. And the nation of Wobunch, they have spawned in the Reformation. So soon enough, Protestantism will take over, and Wobunch is going to become our first Protestant nation. Is anyone going to take the sword to Takra, though? I don't believe so. Scenic Clean is just... They're dead in the water. And Muscovy is... as try as they might, it's just not going to work. Let's go ahead and look back at the current wars. Sheta once again going after... Yayoi? Yayoi is on the same tech level, but quantity-wise, they have less than half. So it's not really going to do much. Mogadishu is going after Socotra against Yemen, but I don't believe that's going to amount to anything. Yeah, it's just... Sheta just has the quantity. Yayoi doesn't have enough troops to hold out. Scenic Clean, just... I wish there was a little bit of a better outcome for the Ukrainians, but there's no hope. The papacy and the Flanders realm are just... they're taking anything and everything. And Takra just can't get over. They don't want to get access. They don't want to go over eastward in any sense. Oh, what the fuck? Oh my god, I just looked at the diplomacy of Takra. What the fuck? Takra is allied with Insubres, not rivaled with them, so they have access. Oh my goodness. Or they could get access. I don't understand it. I don't. Muscovy was pieced out. And, yeah, it's a matter of either piecing out Takra or just taking what you can. The papacy is they're still in this. They are still in this. Oh shit, Yayoi made it over. The Shera have made it over. Yayoi is in trouble. The Shera are back with a vengeance. And the Sikh have spawned in as well. My nose is stuffy too right now. Like I'm a little bit congested because this is like I'm speaking for almost an hour at this point, or more than an hour. I think we'll try to shoot for 15-20 and just end it off there for part 3. Livonian order is expanding just fine. They learned their lesson. They don't want to go after Karelia anymore. That attrition is just too much to handle. And Takra is just... oof. They aren't helping at all. This is more like on Takra just not caring about their ally. And look at that, just stack wiped. Sini Clean is KO'd. Mogadishu still going after Socotra. They did not do a naval invasion. Yan is going after more of Haichi. And I do believe Haichi will actually like suffer a lot here, if not get fully annexed. Nanbu has colonized all of Hokkaido and is allowing Yan and Li Yui to get onto the island. What else do we got? What else? Oh, there it is. Peace was had. Sini Clean, rest in peace. You had a good run. It was an interesting ride, I must say. But unfortunately, this ride has come to an end for you. Now the only two left from Mango. Zelenyi and what's it called? Creole Occitania. But I think Creole Occitania has a fair shot at at actually prospering and, you know, continuing to thrive. Zelenyi Clean, it's iffy. It really is iffy. It depends on their allies and like how much power they're able to get before encountering Altay or Yan. Because once they encounter them, if they don't have any allies, it's rough. It's gonna be real rough. Germian also took this land from Takra, and then is taking land in Athens. Saxony allied with Karelia. Saxony has converted to Protestantism. Bremen has converted, and Catholicism's taken a little bit of a hit. Let's go ahead and see. Catholic. Okay, I get you. What are your estates like? They are really centralized. Lots of crown land. Maybe I should make Germany a formable. Maybe. We'll see. Yep, Yayoi is looking awfully yellow today. Unfortunate. And to be honest, I'm surprised they were not able to hold out longer, considering their navy should have been really good. Morale of navy's plus 15% after all. But I guess Shera just had the numbers. Land forest limit, all states influence. Goods produced, even like goods produced plus 15%. That's really fucking good. Su, how are you doing? You're allied with Inazuma. Liang is still allied with Great Shu. And Liang is allied... I already said that. Karadel, you're still relaxing with your ally in Altai. And I think in September or October of this year, we can call it. The Romans are looking to finish off Brazil. And once they do, the Romans are going to be really, really powerful. But this right here, Baghdad is going after Sumrium. So Sumrium has no allies, and they're at war with Baghdad and the Numerids. Honestly, this is gonna be brutal because Sumrium is also they're one military tech behind. So this is gonna be a little rough. This is gonna be real rough. They're not gonna win battles. They have to rely on defensiveness. And to be fair, 75% defensiveness is a lot. Trade efficiency, they got some discipline. That's good. And they also have additional attrition here, but it's only 2.6%. And we're kind of progressing into the mid-game. These armies aren't all that... what's it called? 2.6 attrition is not going to do much, basically. You need like 4% attrition to actually be having a serious impact. I think like Fortress Formosa, when Hassoth submitted that, it had like 6 or 7% attrition all the time for invading Korean armies, and those Korean armies could not handle it. It was brutal. Yerevan, yep, it's like as hard as it is to siege down, they're doing it. Sumrium just cannot handle these battles. They may have the quality aspect, but they just don't have the quantity. It's just not there. I totally forgot to end it last year. We'll end it this year. I'm too invested in these wars, you know. August, and I'm looking at the clock. And there's the capital down. That's pretty much game, set, and match for this war against Sumrium. Baghdad is looking real high and mighty with the Numerids. But yeah, that'll be that. Bijapur actually also declared war on Yayoi for this little province right here. And Yayoi is just left with Ruhunu and their island in the Indian Ocean. Granted, this is a really nice province here, but that's like this is Yayoi's exile, more or less. Oh goodness. But yeah, pretty eventful part. Not too much went on in the Americas other than Overderets. Not Overderets. Paradox and America partitioning EJF. Fontaine formed the West Indies, but they're still keeping those national ideas, of course. Cuba is allied with them. They are best buds. And the Romans have annexed Brazil. Talk about Romanizing some other people. And yeah. We also had Mondstadt take over Mishar Ilram. Takra basically leaving Sini clean out to dry. Ailcork's taking over Morocco, and Mzab getting basically raided at this point. That's basically raiding. They only lost one province. Anything else? I don't really think there was much else. Oh, Sheta prospering. Yayoi not prospering. Shanada kicking Theanada some more. And yeah. Oh, Yan took over more of Haichi. Other than that, I don't think there's really anything else other than to go over the leaderboard. Let's see what we got in store. Alright, so in first place is Ailcorks. In second place is the Flandrish Realm. In third place is Mondstadt. In 4th place is Freesmart. In 5th place is Takra. In 6th place is Alvern. In 7th place is Shannara. In 11th place is Insubres. In 9th place is Germian. In 10th place is the Papal State. In 11th place is Li Yui. In 12th place is Kildare. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been Vernity Void. I will see you all in part 4.